Have you ever imagined touching the spiritual world and seeing what lies beyond this reality? I lived this experience, and what I saw completely changed my life. In this real supernatural testimony, I share everything that happened to me on that unforgettable night. What exists beyond the veil of the visible? What is humanity's ultimate destiny? This transformative revelation may change the way you see life. Watch until the end and discover the truth. Leave a like to support the channel. Share with someone who needs to hear this message. Comment below. Have you ever had a supernatural experience? Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell for more powerful testimonies. I never imagined that one day I would experience something like this. My life was ordinary, surrounded by the predictable, the tangible, what my eyes could see and my hands could touch. But everything changed that night. An experience that I don't know whether to call a revelation, vision, or encounter. But I know it was real. And what I saw, what I felt, transformed my life forever. It was a silent night. I felt restless, as if something was about to happen. An invisible force seemed to be calling me, but I didn't know where to. I closed my eyes and began to pray, seeking God's presence as I had done so many times before. But this time it was different. Something opened before me, a reality my natural eyes had never seen. Suddenly, I was overcome by an indescribable sensation. It was as if my spirit was being pulled beyond this world. My body remained still, but my consciousness was transported to a place that human words cannot do justice. It was as if I had crossed a veil that separates the visible from the invisible. What I saw was not of this world. I stood before something majestic, grand, frighteningly beautiful. An intense glow surrounded everything around me, but it was not an ordinary light. It was alive. It pulsed with a celestial energy that penetrated my soul. Every particle of this glow carried knowledge, truth, and purity. There was no need for words, for everything was instantly understood, as if my mind was directly connected to the essence of reality. Then I realized I was not alone. Something was there, watching me. But it was not just any being. It was a powerful, overwhelming presence, yet full of love. I knew, without anyone having to tell me, that I was standing before the glory of God. It was as if my spirit was stripped of all masks, all illusions, all vanity. Before him, everything I once thought important in life lost its meaning. Money, success, recognition, all seemed like dust and ashes in the face of that eternal majesty. I was overcome by a deep sense of awe. Not a human fear, but a holy reverence, a recognition of my smallness before infinite greatness. I felt my heart being searched, every thought, every intention, every mistake. And yet, I was enveloped by an indescribable peace. A love that surrounded me completely, a love that does not judge but transforms. There was no condemnation, only a silent call to something greater. Then, I was shown something that marked my soul forever. Before me, a road stretched out. On one side, a luminous path filled with peace, where celestial voices sang in harmony. On the other, a dark abyss where wails echoed through the shadows. I understood, without needing any explanation, that I was seeing the choice of humanity. Every step we take brings us closer to one of these destinations. Every thought, every action, every decision carries an eternal weight. That was when a voice spoke to me. It was not an audible sound as we know, but it echoed within me, as if it was part of my very being. It was firm yet full of love. It showed me moments of my life, choices I made, opportunities one missed, mistakes I committed. But instead of despair, I was filled with a burning desire to change, to completely surrender to the one who was calling me. I understood that my life could never be the same again. I needed to live differently, to seek what truly matters. And suddenly, everything went dark. I felt my spirit being pulled back into my body with intense force, as if I was being thrust back into earthly reality. I opened my eyes and saw that I was still in the same place where I had begun to pray. But something inside me had changed forever. Since that day, nothing has been the same. My perspective on life has completely shifted. I began to see every moment as a divine opportunity, every person as a valuable soul, every second as a sacred gift. The material lost its importance, and the eternal became my pursuit. I don't know why I was chosen to experience this, but I know I cannot keep it to myself. Today, I share this story because I know many live in deception, caught up in the busyness of life, without realizing that we are just passing through. What I saw in that spiritual world made me understand that something far greater is waiting for us, and the choice is ours. If there is one message I can leave, it is this: seek God while there is still time. The spiritual world is real, and what we choose here will determine our eternity. Don't wait for a supernatural encounter to understand this. Open your heart now, because one day we will all have to face this truth. And at that moment, only one thing will matter: what we did with the chance we were given. This is my testimony, and I will never be the same again.